Alright, Dr. Brew here. Our first stage fermentation is done. That usually takes about 5 to 7 days depending on your brew and how fast it ferments. So today we're going to move it from stage 1 to stage 2. And to help me out today, I've got a special little helper that's going to help me out with a few things. So come here, my little special little helper. So this is Dr. Brew's little granddaughter. Her name's Carlo. She's going to help me out. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started. So I already have everything sanitized that needs to be sanitized. So we're going to move our brew from one vessel to the next. And to do that, we got our other vessel, and to make sure that everything transfers, you want to have your first vessel higher than your second one, so that way gravity will help move your brew. So what we're going to do is we got our siphon tube right here, and we're going to put that into the bucket, and we're going to siphon the brew from here to there. And I am missing something, so I'll be right back. Don't stop it, we're fine. Alright, sorry about that. That's another key thing to remember. Make sure you're prepared. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our airlock off, because we're going to reuse that. Hold that. Thank you. So when you get ready to siphon your brew from one vessel to the next, when you insert it, you want to try to make sure your siphon tube is a little bit off the bottom, because when it ferments, a lot of the there's going to be some sediment towards the bottom. So that looks like it'd be about right there. We can always adjust it in a little bit. Alright, so put our tube down in our other vessel. Alright, I'll take that from you. Now, big helper. You want to go ahead and take this, lift it up, and push down. This right here. Yep, there you go. You want to make sure, there you go. Do it one more time, but a little bit faster. Another time, one more time. Stop, couldn't quite get it. Alright, perfect. Thank you very much. High five. Alright, so one of the things I have discussed in some of my videos is make sure everything's sanitized. Now there's a bunch of different sanitizing products out there that you can use. There's two I mainly use. Hold that. Very good, thank you. There's this 5-star PBW. This sanitizer, you put about 1 tablespoon for every gallon of water. Put it in warm or hot water. This you could use when you sanitize on the go. It's not going to contaminate your product. So if you were to use a sanitizer, like when you sanitize your priming your brew buckets and your bottles and all that, you sanitize it, make a quick rinse, and you should be good to go. And then we got this other sanitizer. I haven't used it in a little while, but this is an iodine. Now you usually only use maybe 1 tablespoon for every 5 gallons because it's a very, very strong sanitizer. This is mainly for when you're doing a deep sanitizing of your equipment. But it is mandatory, well not mandatory, but it's strongly suggested that you rinse your equipment very well because this could cause you to get sick if you don't rinse your containers out very well. So right now our brew is still transferring, and when it's done transferring, we're going to go ahead, we're going to take our airlock, we're going to re-sanitize it, we're going to put some more sanitizer in it, we're going to take the lid to our jug, put the bung in, we're going to take that, we're just going to put the lid on, and then for another 5 to 7 days, we're going to let the second stage fermentation go. And to be honest, you're not going to get any more bubbling really with your second stage. The second stage is mainly like a clearing stage, so if there's any residual sediments in your brew, it'll have a chance to settle. So when you bottle your brew, you're not going to get a lot of sediment in your bottles, and you're going to have a cleaner and better tasting brew. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and when our second stage is done, we're going to go to bottling. So we'll see you in another week. Thank you.